as I was saying, the recording is for just training purposes anyway, but we will be doing that tonight. So those of you that don't know me, I'm going to put the camera down a bit because Jude's told me that. So those of you that don't know me, my name is Lisa. I am a community member with Connect. And just like you, if you are part of our ecosystem, I am just a node owner. If you don't know what I just said, I didn't swear at you and I wasn't being rude, but Connect is a community-based ecosystem, and I am a community member just like you, those of you that are community members. If you are brand new, welcome, welcome. It is great to have you here. And yes, I'm going to be running through tonight for you our Connect United presentation. So I'm going to get straight into it. If you've got any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat as we're going. We will be having questions at the end if there isn't any, but the queen of the chat is my good friend and also fellow community member, Judy, and she is the queen at answering questions. So feel free to drop them in as we're going along. And you'll probably find as well, actually, that as I go through the presentation, a lot of your questions will probably be answered. And it might even create a whole bunch more, which is super exciting because welcome, you're in the right space. Without any further ado, I am going to get into the presentation and start sharing my screen. So firstly, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Tonight we're going to show you something that, might be completely different. If this is your very first time, I might even sound like I'm speaking a complete foreign language to you with some of the things that I say, that I run through. And I encourage you just to lean in and really just to have an open mindset in that. I kind of consider myself a forever student in this space. And so if you can just be open to exploring possibility in this brand new blockchain ecosystem that I'm speaking about, and just kind of, at least if I can give you anything, just be open to educating yourself in this space, because it costs you nothing to do that. And, this isn't just another product or platform. This is a whole movement. And it starts with a question. I'd like you to consider this. What if the world actually worked for us and not against us? How unique would that be? So before I jump in, we're going to start off with our disclaimers because we are a compliant ecosystem. Feel free to take a screenshot of this is all of our disclaimers. And let me simplify it for you, really. This is a legal page for you in plain English. No hype, no guarantees, just value and transparency. We're not offering any get-rich-quick schemes here. We're offering you tools. This is all about empowerment through education and tech, and you are responsible for your own journey. Let me say that again. You are responsible for your own journey. We just help illuminate the path. Okay, so feel free to take a screenshot of this and let me keep it simple for you. So this is our disclaimer summary. And so this presentation may contain some forward-looking statements. All right, there are absolutely no earning claims or financial advice that I'm going to give you tonight. The digital rewards are for utility, and DYOR stands for do your own research, one of my favorite acronyms. The information provided is for education purposes, and nodes and blockchain are governed by the DGF, the Distributed Governance Framework. All right, let's get into it. So let's start by naming what most people only feel, right? Something's broken. Like there is something broken in our world. Whether it's finance, healthcare, education, or media, we all know it. And a system that was designed or is meant to serve us has without a doubt become the system that controls us. And the truth is the old world is crumbling and a new one is being built, and excites the freaking pants off me. So let's get a little bit specific, all right? This is not it's not just that the systems are broken. All of the systems are broken, and here's how. Okay, so if you have a look at in our energy, we're overpaying, and I don't know about you, but I just got notification that the electricity bills are going to go up again. If you watch mainstream media, I don't, but sometimes they cross my social pages. Apparently, it's all going up again here in Australia, and so in energy, we're overpaying for outdated infrastructure, while destroying the planet. And our food, that's another system that's broken. We're served self-stable products filled with chemicals and not nutrition. And I mentioned it last week that here in Australia, we just got notification that the government have approved and passed for lab-grown meat. And that is not cool. That is not okay. That is very broken. If we move to our healthcare, we manage symptoms endlessly, but never ever address the root cause in mainstream. That's a broken system. In finance, a small group controls access and wealth, while everybody else struggles to keep it up. And again, here in Australia, the banking system is definitely broken. Spanish Inquisition, if you even want to go and get some of your money out, your hard-earned money out of your account. And that is a broken system. These aren't isolated problems, they're systematic. Now let's talk about what's coming at us, and it's coming at us fast. AI. It's all over everything at the moment. AI is accelerating faster than any technology we've seen before. Chat GPT, just as an example, reached 1 million users in just 5 days. And by 5 months, that grew to 100 million. Big tech, OpenAI, Google, Meta, they're racing to dominate the future. There was also just recently that Zuckerberg just employed ChatGPT's number one AI guy from that company. But here's the real issue. This is actually unchecked power. It's not just innovation, it's more control. It's control. Through all of this transformation, through every click, every word spoken, every movement is tracked. Big tech has watched. They're listening, they've learnt, they've profited, and the list goes on. And we've got nothing in return. Well, I'm here to tell you that ends here today. So let's take a quick look at how the internet has evolved, because really, to understand where we're going next, we really need to understand where we've been in the past. So if you have a look at this diagram, it's super cool. So Web 1 was the era of read-only internet. So think static websites, early e-commerce, and big corporations building the infrastructure. The user could really only consume the content, but they had no power. All right. And then we moved into Web 2. That brought us social media platforms like Facebook, Airbnb were created, and they did create huge value at the time, but they controlled everything. Your data, your network, your identity, all centralized and owned by them. This is what the rise in this platform was called: platform capitalism. Then we moved on. Next came Web 3, the promise of decentralization. Ownership moved into the hands of the user through crypto, through blockchain and tokens. And we started seeing peer-to-peer value transfer. So smart contracts, something you may have heard, and decentralized apps. But It's still evolving, still going on. And now, if you take a look at this graph, you'll notice that the question mark is at the far right. So you might be asking yourself, what's next? Great question. That's what we're going to dive into, because Web 4 isn't just an update, it's a fundamental shift. So, Web 4, it's the people's internet. It's when we come together as community and we really get to link arms with each other and create what we want to create. Okay, so it's the people's internet, and it's a way better version than Web 3. So exciting. We didn't just build another project, we actually built the world's first social impact platform. It's built on Web 4 technology, it's powered by the blockchain, it's driven by AI, and most importantly, it's 100% community owned. That is a platform where your actions, your data, your attention finally belongs to you. How cool is that? Power back to the people. It's so good. So this vision just didn't start yesterday, okay? It was back in 2015. We began patenting the foundational technology for something the world had never seen. An AI robot that was controlled not by big tech, but powered by blockchain. A digital being designed to work for you, not to spy on you, not to control you. And then 10 years later, that version is no longer a dream. The future's arrived. And its name is BlockBot. And this is BlockBot here. He is so cool. An AI assistant, a guide, a new kind of digital twin. And it's powered by the blockchain, not by corporate greed. BlockBot isn't just a new tool, it's a revolution. It's the way we connect to the new internet. A digital assistant powered by the blockchain, designed to serve you and not track you. This is our gateway into Web 4, a world where you are in control. We've seen this kind of shift before. The internet gave us AOL and changed how we accessed information. I don't know about you, but you might remember back like that big square box. And my first introduction to this was the big green, vibrant green Apple computer. And you put the floppy disk in, the AOL in, and it wound up to go into get you onto the internet. And now you look back, it just seems so clunky, but then it was just so futuristic. It was kind of a bit crazy. Then came mobile, and that gave us the iPhone and changed how we connected on the go. AI gave us ChatGPT and changed how we learned and created. And now Web 4 gives us BlockBot, your guide to the next evolution of the web. So BlockBot is like your personal AI robot. It lives on the blockchain and it works for you 24/7 hours 24 hours a day, not 24/7 hours, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So while you're sleeping, while you're living your life, BlockBot is doing the work. It's always learning, always helping, always earning on your behalf. And you're not just using it, you own it. This is BlockBot, your AI engine for Web 4. But it's more than just a bot. It's a living, evolving system that grows with you. It learns from your behavior, your preferences, and your missions, and it earns daily rewards through proof of action, not speculation. It connects you to other users, to other projects, and it rewards you in the ecosystem. And we'll talk a little bit more into that as we go along. But most importantly, it rewards you automatically every time you show up. So you're not selling, you're not chasing, you're not actively activating a system that doesn't not do the work for you. You're actually activating a system that does the work for you on your behalf. So what does this connection to the blockchain actually unlock? Really good question. So BlockBot gives you access to 4 powerful reward systems, and you can see them now, and we're going to run through those for you. Okay? So the first one is mining rewards for powering the ecosystem. There's learning rewards for growing your knowledge. So learn to earn. So you get paid to actually learn in this space. The next one is action rewards for engaging and participation. And then finally, for sharing rewards for helping others to get involved, growing the community and the ecosystem. So this picture here, I absolutely love. It gives you an overview of the entire ecosystem. So there's lots and lots of projects in the ecosystem. I'm not going to run through all of them, just some of them that I've spoken into. And this really gives you the bigger picture. It's the universe of possibility. So what you're looking at here is a glimpse into BlockBot Metaverse, a decentralized community-owned ecosystem made up of real-world blockchain-powered projects across nearly every sector. So remember I said at the beginning some of the problems? So you can either be part of the problem or part of the solution. And this ecosystem is all about solutions. So health, energy, finance, food, charity, data, so much more. Rlink, we're on Rlink right now, video conferencing, where your data is safe and secure, not being harvested and sold to other people. Each one of these projects is community owned and revenue producing. So not owned by big corporations, owned by the community. And each one connects back to the unified blockchain value system. So BlockBot is your gateway into the metaverse or ecosystem, and you don't need to understand it all. You don't need to be a tech guru or even really know the ins and outs of blockchain or that sort of thing. Don't make the mistake that I did, thinking I needed to know it all. All you need to know is that BlockBot is your key to accessing it. It's not just an AI assistant, as I spoke about, it's your passport into the new economy to learn, to earn, to engage, and to make a real big impact in the world. And you, just by taking action, are rewarded in this ecosystem. So this isn't proof of work or proof of stake, it's proof of action. Every meaningful thing that you do is logged on the blockchain. Okay, your consistency builds what's called your win score, and your win rank determines how much you earn. The more you show up, the more you grow yourself, the more you educate yourself, and the more the system will reward you. And this just gives you a snapshot of when you get BlockBot and you're part of the ecosystem, you actually get the opportunity to go straight into the shopping for real projects, real projects and real products, real service and real impact. So these are the solutions in the areas where we have the problems. So you can see by this screenshot, by the picture, that you can actually see a glimpse of what the shopping cart looks like. Energy, regenerative food, healthcare, AI tools, decentralized video, much, much more. And if I just talk into energy as an example, I was actually, pardon me, a couple of weeks ago, able to pay my electric bill with green tokens. You might be going, Lisa, what are you talking about? It's okay. It will all start to make sense. And the more you educate yourself in this, the more you will learn. Just be open to educating yourself. So, welcome to the future, the next level of commerce. Every product in the blockchain, in the shopping cart, is blockchain tracked, impact driven, and the revenue is generated. So you can read there behind the scenes, sales enter into the smart flow engine, and the flow engine buys the token rewards. The token flow to the BlockBot via WinChain and powered by proof of action. So show up, share, learn, and engage, those sorts of things. And the outcome is real global impact, real rewards, real liquidity, real world projects that are taking and making massive impact. And it's all on the chain, so 100% transparent. So beyond the daily rewards, there are actually 4 ways that you can earn. Okay, you you can get transaction rewards every time someone takes action through one of your referrals. If you decide to share with other people and build the community. You earn confirmation rewards when your BlockBot verifies others' actions. You earn rewards based on the impact created by your network. And you get node support rewards tied to your win score and the revenue of the ecosystem. So it just gets bigger and bigger. And there's so much more. And again, don't get too concerned if this is not all making sense yet. The more you watch these videos, the more that you get on these calls, the more that things will start to land. Give yourself grace, if I can give you anything. So what makes BlockBot and the blockchain different? This isn't just future potential. It's live, it's scalable, and it's already delivering. So as I said, we're actually on one of the projects right here, which is called R-Link. And, it's a real world project. So it's action, all of the ecosystem and all of the projects are action-based, revenue-based, backed, and community owned. We own this. So as we create real world value together, the system automatically distributes that value daily, transparently, and directly back to you. There's no middleman, no delays, just proof of action rewards. And it comes back to you. So it's actually really simple. You don't need to be the expert, as I said to you. Just purchase and activate your BlockBot. Take consistent action and watch as you earn the rewards every single day. This is designed for everyone to win, as long as they show up and engage. So what can you do actually? What can you actually do with these rewards? There's a couple of different things. You can share them. So you can give some to somebody who needs a boost. You can swap them because you can access real liquidity in the system. You can save them or hodl them, as we say in this space, because over time they might be worth even more. And you can multiply them. So by taking action, you earn even more. And remember, this is just the beginning, where ecosystem is right at the beginning. And as the ecosystem grows, your options will too. This isn't a concept, it's already happening. We're now the fastest growing AI blockchain ecosystem in the world, with over 41,000 BlockBots across 165 countries, over 1 trillion transactions, and 560 billion in mined rewards. This is real traction. This isn't just theory, this is actually momentum. The more people that connect to the ecosystem, the more powerful BlockBot becomes. Because it's not just an AI, It's a networked intelligence that grows stronger with the community. So the more community, the stronger it becomes. Every connection that you create adds value, not just for you, but for the entire system. So, what does that look like in action? Like what does it actually look like? So, drop in the chat if you would like me to share with you what does it actually look like. Who wants to see how it works? So answer me. Would you like to see how BlockBot actually works? All right, let's go. So let me walk you through it. Okay, missions, actions, sharing, and learning all in one place. This is where the magic happens. So with BlockBot, you actually get what's called, here it is here, a BlockBot report. It's a full analytic and reporting dashboard for everything across the entire ecosystem for you. It shows from earnings to activities to from node value to performance. It's all there in one place for you. You can track it, you can grow it and optimize it. This is your command center for making impact and getting rewarded for doing so. So with the entire ecosystem, remember, this is, it's the new ecosystem. And it's real world revenue, transparent through blockchain technology. So just simply by connecting the shopping cart or making a purchase in the shopping cart, that creates buy side pressure and impacts the rank of the BlockBot. And the person who invited you to this call will be able to give you some more information, a document that goes through that in more detail. Okay. I just kind of wanted to give you a show of flow on how that works. And this here is the proof of action that I was talking about, that by taking action, this is how you're rewarded. So this is WinPay. It's our proof of action reward system. So every time you or someone in your network takes verified action, rewards are triggered. It's just automated. These aren't hypothetical. They're actually transparent, trackable, and paid in real time. This is what decentralized rewards looks like. It's on chain and not locked up behind closed doors. You get to see everything, fully transparent. Also with BlockBot, you have access to our Learn to Earn program, and this is powered by BlockBot. So it's a weekly earning mission center where education meets action, because it's one of our core values, education. And all you need to do is simply complete the lesson, apply what you learn, and you will get rewarded. So it's the new way to grow your knowledge and your wallet at the same time. So super cool, like going to university and getting paid for it rather than you paying for that learning. In this space, we reward you for doing that. Your BlockBot comes with a built-in self-custody wallet. This means that you're not relying on a centralized exchange or a third-party platform. You store your crypto, your rewards, and even your NFTs safely, privately, and on your own terms, because real ownership starts with self-custody. We have a saying in this space that if you lose your keys, you lose your wallet. Your keys, your wallet, you're the only one that has it. Okay. So right now, the Win market is setting on a moment of unrealized potential. So I'm not sure about you, but when I was showing you the graph of when, Web 1, if somebody had told me back then about being involved in the internet, and I knew now what I knew, like then I would have invested in that. I'd have invested in Apple shares before Apple went crazy if I knew. And this is where we are right now. We're at that moment of what they call unrealized potential. The blockchain's live, the infrastructure's proven, and the rewards are flowing. But the market really hasn't caught up yet. So if you look back at Bitcoin, that's another familiar story. At one point, it was trading for cents, for pennies, and today it's a household name. And within our own ecosystem, Gala started at zero. That was one of our first projects on the ecosystem. And early node owners in that project, node operators, received millions and millions of tokens. And it went to an all-time high of 87 cents. So many saw significant value simply by helping power the network, to give you an example. Now, I'm not saying that history will repeat itself. Nothing at all is guaranteed. But what I am saying is that it's the foundations are here. Okay, no guarantees, no crystal ball. And just like the other moments in tech history, sometimes value isn't fully realized until much later, and often that's the opportunity missed. So that's where we are right now. It's this unrealized potential. Just to consider that. So at the moment, we are giving away 1 million BlockBot minis. Each of those are actually valued at 500, and we are giving those away for free. So if you're brand new to Connect, then I recommend that you get back to the person who invited you to this call and ask them to send you what you need to obtain your free BlockBot mini, because that's valued at US dollars 500, and definitely worth investigating. So we only launched this about a month ago now, and it will be finishing soon. And new members who join, so grab your link from the person who invited you. Pardon me, you will automatically receive your BlockBot mini, no friction, no wait. It's instant access to the daily rewards, core platform features, and your entry into ownership into the ecosystem. And existing members, if you haven't yet, make sure that you go to the Connect United frequently asked questions and find out how you can ensure that, and this is only if you don't yet own any nodes, but you have a free account. Make sure that you get back to either the person who invited you to find out how you can get yours. That's only available until the 15th of July, but it is a manual process and you need to do some things to make that happen. Okay. So, the BlockBot Mini actually gives you 30 days of hosting rewards activity and your own digital U profile. But if you really want to unlock everything, then you want to go to the full BlockBot. So it's like Mama BlockBot and Baby BlockBot. So with Mama BlockBot, when you unlock everything, it's 100 times the daily rewards. You get access to the Learn to Earn. You get all the analytics, the BlockBot report, and all of those sorts of things, node slots, and all the AI tools that you own. And that's what you want to do. You want to upgrade really to the full BlockBot for 2,000, because the value's there. Just by doing the Learn to Earn, you'll get back 200 US per week by doing the actions and doing the activity of that week. And that can be in rewards, NFTs, various different things depending on the week. So if you calculate that over a year, that's over 10,000 for the outlay of 2,000. So it kind of speaks for itself. And so whether you're starting with the free mini or you're going to go all in, this is your chance to own the infrastructure in the future, because that's where we are right now. This is where we're at. So each full powered BlockBot, so Mama BlockBot, that you own multiplies your rewards. This isn't just stacking, it's exponential growth. So you can see there on the chart that by having one, you get 1 times the reward, then 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. But you can see there's a big jump, because by having 5 BlockBots, what happens there, when you own 5, it actually gives you 6 times the reward potential. And that's thanks to the built-in multiplier effect. It's not just 5 times the impact, it's more than that. Right now, we're in a unique window where there's no limit to how many of these full block bots that you can purchase. Okay, but that's not going to last forever. We're talking about at the moment when how long that's going to last, but soon that will be capped at a hard cap of 5 block bots per user, and that's to maintain the balance across the ecosystem, which is super important as we grow. So, for those of you looking to maximize their infrastructure, well, it's still open. You might want to capitalize on this moment of grabbing as many of those as you want. So, this isn't just another software or a marketplace. This is a foundation of a $1 trillion transformation across multiple industries. From AI to energy, from data to finance, this is the infrastructure to the next internet. And for the first time, regular people, not institutions, can actually own it. We own this. Just going to grab a mouthful of water. So, at the beginning of this presentation, I talked about broken systems, energy, food, healthcare, finances. These are real world problems that are affecting us and real people every day. Inside the Connect ecosystem, we have partnered with and built powerful projects working to solve these problems. So remember, I said to you, you can be either part of the problem or the solution. So we're here working with projects to solve real world problems. So that's from regenerative agriculture to decentralized communications, from transparent finances to the next generation of energy infrastructure. These are solutions built for people by people. And so, we're in the process. We've got here in Australia Grow. We've got 4 farms that are part of our Grow project, where you can use your rewards to go onto the Nourish Mart and purchase food, meat, produce, and that's pretty exciting. And the really cool thing is that BlockBot is how you get involved. It's like your entry point, your access point. Excuse me. And BlockBot's your guide. It's your way to learn, to grow, earn, and directly participate in the solutions that matter. So when you activate your BlockBot, you're not just joining a platform, you're actually stepping into an ecosystem that's been reimagining the world and helping drive real change, one action at a time. And so this is your moment. It's your moment to own your own BlockBot, not just a product, but your personal AI built for purpose, ownership, and rewards. So you get to build your Web4 future. You're not just watching the future happen, you're actually helping build it on your terms. And you get to shape the next era of impact. Because when enough of us actually take action, the old systems don't stand a chance. So whether you're ready to stand now, this is your opportunity. This is Connect. This is your BlockBot, and this is where it all begins. And that brings us to the end of our presentation. So that was a lot of info, and you're probably going, oh my God, my brain is expanding. I'm just going to stop that recording.